Good afternoon. We're here on our final day of the Great Lakes Grain Crop Assessment Tour, right in the middle of Kent County. I'm here with Mike Veenema from AGRIS Co-op. Mike, what have we been seeing in the area on the corn crop?
We've seen a pretty nice corn crop across the tour through this part of the county. We've had pretty favorable weather all summer, a couple big storms, and you can see that in some areas. But overall, timely rains, early planting, and a fair amount of heat to keep this crop moving. We still got a ways to go, but things for the most part look very good.
How much of the corn we're seeing, some corn dented? How far along is this corn crop, Mike?
I think we're probably a couple weeks behind. There's dented corn, but not to the degree that we normally find it in this area, especially considering the planting date. So yeah, we got some time to go.
And what do you feel about corn yields, Mike? What's it feeling like in your area?
I think we're going to have average to a little above average corn yields in the area.
I thought you were going to say record there. Well, thanks, Mike. That's great. We also have Dale Cowan. Dale, what have we been seeing overall in the area that you're covering?
Well, I'm trying to put the season into a terminology. I'll call it a Goldilocks season. We have some areas that we didn't have enough, and some areas were too much, and others were just about right. And we're in an area that's just about right. And so, just to expand on Mike's comments about the dent stage or the R5, the dent stage is the longest period of the reproductive stage. It lasts between 30 to 35 days. And most farmers get to see the dent stage. Oh, I've made it. My corn's mature. Well, at that early dent stage, only half the yield has been formed. So that dent stage is pretty critical to find a yield. So up to this point, all our management and genetics and environment have got us to this point. Pretty much from here on out, it's going to be all weather that's going to determine this. So right now, the tour is all about yield components, number of cobs per acre, number of kernels on the cob. The question mark is always, what's that kernel weight going to be? And so a number of things concern us a little bit. We're about 180 crop units behind from a year ago. So what that's going to do to the final grain fill is a question mark. That puts black layer here somewhere around the end of September, first week of October. Normally black layer occurs around the 25th of September. So we're just a little longer than normal, but that can mean a longer grain fill period too.
Any comments on mold or vomitoxin? It's been a wet year, lots of chatter about that, Dale.
Yeah, we've been concerned with the wet weather we've had recently that we would see some ear molds, and so far the tour there's been zero comments made on anything to do with gibberella ear rot, and of course that's going to produce dawn. So other years we haven't seen it at this stage either, so we might be a bit early, but early indications are we're just not seeing a lot of Western bean cutworm damage or bird damage, and we seem to have gotten away from the silk channel infection window so far. So so far so good.
Right on. Great. Thanks, Dale, and thanks, Mike. This is our 14th year of doing the Great Lakes Grain Crop Assessment Tour. We'll be in close to 1,000 corn and soybean fields across the province. We'll have our results at the Outdoor Farm Show next week at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the FS booth at the Outdoor Farm Show. We want to thank our sponsor, Kabbes, for sponsoring our event. They've done that since day one. And our partners inside of Great Lakes Grain, AGRIS Co-op, FS Partners, and Embrun Co-op for doing a really good job. We've also had some other co-ops giving us some data across the province, and we really want to thank everybody for all their efforts this year. And our team has done a really good job of being out into the fields and doing lots of great work. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you Tuesday at the farm show.